what is this, Pat?
It's called the Paddock.
Right.
See, the horses get tacked up. They get all their equipment put on them in the barns, and then they come out with the drivers on them. The harness paddock, the thoroughbred paddock, is up closer to the clubhouse.
Oh yeah.
So now they're coming. These are some of the horses in the third that will be in the third race. So they're coming back in now. They've been warmed up. Congratulations on your win yesterday. So they'll be coming back into the paddock then to get ready for their race.
Kind of, well, let's say purses is it nowadays?
Well, we right now we pay the average daily purse distribution for the harness is 60,000. Okay, and in harness racing, that puts us on the top echelon of tracks in the country for harness racing.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's great.
For thoroughbreds, we paid about 100,000 a day, and that kept us at the bottom of the barrel in thoroughbred racing. Harness people are pretty much harness people, and thoroughbred people are pretty much thoroughbred people. And the good news is that we still simulcast thoroughbreds here, so we can keep our thoroughbred people who would prefer to have live racing. They would prefer live racing, but at least they like the simulcast, so they thoroughbred people can still get their fix through the simulcasting. The lady over there standing in the number 3 stall with the blue suit on, that's the track chaplain if you want to talk to her.
Okay.
She's very nice.
Yeah, how long has she been here?
Long time. She used to be a harness person herself.
Oh, is
She's
that right?
driven.
Wow.
And she said she put herself through college driving at Foxborough back in the 70s. And she actually drove in a race here a couple of times last year. She took out it's called a provisional license, and which allowed her to drive in a couple of the races last year. So I don't know if she's going to drive this year or not, but you could ask her.
Lee Alphen.
Yeah.
And could you give me a little background about yourself?
Well, if you want to go back to 1969.
Okay.
I grew up in Boston, and I always wanted to have a horse, but my mother wouldn't let me have one. We had a nice backyard. I said there's plenty of room for the horse. We had a shed. The horse could have lived in the shed. That would have made a nice barn, but she said no. There was no place for a horse in the city of Boston. But she used to come to the races all the time. And then then in 1969, she bought a racehorse, and it was here at Rockingham Park. Her and a couple of other people, and so it was over in the barn that's now actually the dormitory. And so that was my chance. So I'd come up weekends and vacations and things like that to take care of the horse. Johnny V was his name.
Oh, wow.
I had a great time. It was fantastic. It was fun. So then that summer I went to work. I went to Scarborough, Maine first, and I worked up there with her horse. Then I went to Foxborough down in Massachusetts for the summer, and I worked for Leroy Copeland, taking care of his horses as a groom. And then I raced at different tracks around, New England, Rockingham Park quite a bit, and Foxborough in Maine, and then New York and New Jersey. And I got my trainer's license, and then I got my driver's license, so I actually could drive the horses in the race. And during all this time, I realized the needs of the people here. I was going to college. That's how I put myself through college, by working here. But the other people, they didn't have that opportunity. They were just working hard 7 days a week, and there was nothing else, no life outside of Rockingham Park or whatever track they were at. And it was a struggle for a lot of them. After I graduated, I got a job here at Rockingham Park working for the track vet. And during that time, a Baptist minister came along, and together we started a ministry here. That was in 1975. And
they actually have a chapel here, huh?
Yeah. He left, didn't stop coming back. So then I was the chaplain, and that was all there was to it. So they gave us an old blacksmith shop down in the barn area, and we renovated that and made a daycare center. So the kids that work, for the people that work with the horses and that work in the grandstand, can leave their kids in the daycare center while they're working. And so we had that building, and we have free suppers once a week that the different churches in town come in and put on. And we have a clothing exchange and a food pantry, and of course our church services. We have a service on Sundays, and we have a Bible study on Thursdays. We've got lots of things going on. We have somebody from one of the churches that's teaching a 60-year-old gentleman how to read and write. He never learned that, and he's delighted to be learning that. We've had GED programs and ESL programs in the past. And so we didn't have enough space. We raised money, and we built a chapel. So now we have a nice chapel over in the barn area, and we use that as a multi-purpose building to have our services on Sunday and our Bible study, and for our free suppers and for everything else that we do.
Very good. Now, how many years has it been since you started here?
1975 I started. So it's almost 30 years.
Have you seen a change in the spirits or the attitude of the folks here?
As far as the ministry goes?
Yeah.
We've got a good group of people here now, and they very much appreciate everything that we do. I mean, as I walked around, 3 or 4 people told me that today, how good it was to be back and how much they appreciate everything that everybody from all the churches that comes in to volunteer does to make their lives easier. And I said to them, for me, these are a great bunch of people. It's like family. Like they work together, they support one another, they encourage one another, they're affirming, they encourage me, they let me go and jog their horses.
That's great.
And I have a great time.
So you feel pretty much at home here.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great to have the harness racing back, these people back.